Hi there, Janet Fritz here for Galaxy Girl Creations. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to another unconventional cut file usage video that I am doing this series with MK over on her channel, Some Assemblage Required. I'll put a link down below for you. I'm starting out with this cut file that has all of these hearts on it. I don't know where I got this cut file, to be honest with you. I will do a little digging to see if I can figure that out. And if I excuse me, if I figure it out, I will put a link down below for you. But I am going to use it as a stencil today rather than as a cut file. And so I am just taking the paper that I want the hearts to go onto and putting it down on my desk. And then I'm taping the cut file right over the top of it. And I am using some paper glaze in Snowdrop White to go right over the top of it. It is one of my favorite paper glazes. Actually, it's probably my favorite paper glaze of all time. It's a beautiful white color. And it is kind of, it's not really pearlescent, but it leaves like a glossy sheen. If you don't want it glossy, they do make a paper glaze enhancer that you can mix with it, which will make it a matte finish if that is something that you prefer. So anyway, I just went over it with my palette knife there, put a good coating on, and I'm going to pull up the stencil. There were a couple in the middle that the hearts got a little smudged underneath, but not too bad. And so what I did was I just right away used my tweezers to kind of like scrape off a little bit of the paper glaze. But you're not even going to know anyway, because I just decided to tear the whole thing in half. So I'm going to go ahead and pair it up with this brick paper that has just the right tones to match my my paper that I did the stencil work on. And I am going, that brick paper is from P13, in case you were curious. I don't know what collection it's from, but it is P13. I do want to save as much of that brick paper as possible, and so I will be also tearing that as well. So I'm going to use my ruler to kind of delineate where that tear is going to happen so that I don't have anything, so that it marries up nicely in the middle. So here I'm marking it with my pencil. And then I'm going to use my ruler to go ahead and tear it against there to make sure that I get a nice tear and that the stenciled paper covers the torn area, because I do want that ripped edge. And I did ink that up with some black soot distress ink. I also took 1/4 of an inch off of the bottom of each one of these papers so that I would have a nice black border all the way around. And I could have gone with white as well, but I liked the black because there are all of those dark undertones in that brick paper, and so I decided to go with that. Now my photo does have a white border around it, and then I'm going to go ahead and mat it with a black border as well, because the entire paper or the entire layout is bordered in black, but it does have those white hearts, so I wanted to leave the white border on my photo as well. I am using some ephemera from one of the new Bow Bunny collections, and let me see if I've got the name of it in front of me. It's from Willow and Sage, so it is their noteworthy ephemera. It's got lots of flowers and floral bits and pieces in it, and some of the colors worked really well with that peachy color of base paper that I have. Especially the flower that I'm just putting down now, the one that's a little more orange. But because the flowers, the flower bundles, or the pieces that have multiple flowers in them, have the more pink color in it, it allowed me to bring in some of the pink flowers as well. So almost veering to the edge of lavender. So I'm really liking the way that it's looking. The photo is of my husband's cousin and our really good friend, and we had met them for dinner, and so this is at Texas Roadhouse, and they were out visiting from Wisconsin, so we met them and were able to do dinner together, and we really enjoyed that. So I did not ask them if I could share their photo on social media, so their photo is covered, but you get the idea with the what the layout is going to look like even with the photo covered. I should note in the photo there is some brickwork behind my husband's cousin, and he is on the left-hand side of the photo. So it kind of marries well with this half brick, half heart stenciled paper. And so I thought that worked very well and lent itself to giving a nod to that photograph and where we were at. So there will be a little bit of journaling on this. It's not going to be a whole lot, just talking about where we were at and why. And otherwise I kept this layout actually very simple. Just a few pieces of ephemera there. And then I have this, I don't want to say, I guess maybe it is chipboard. I was going to say, I don't know that it's chipboard, but it's chipboard, but it's kind of a thin chipboard. It's from Close to My Heart. And it is from their Hope and Kindness collection. They're called die cuts from Hope and Kindness. And I decided to ink it up in black because it comes in craft. And I didn't really want to use craft because it didn't really stand out enough, and I don't really have a lot of other craft going on here. It's not that it didn't match because, it could have matched. It's very neutral color, but the black worked a lot better, and so I really liked that. And then I decided it needed a little bit of something shiny on it. So I'm adding the word life. So it says Sweet Life. And then I'm going to add some of the little boughs, I guess is what you would call it, or the little branches of gold from the other set of thickers that I've got here. To kind of bring that gold into the little floral areas. So I'm just trying to play with the placement of the word life, make sure I like it before I get it all stuck down. And so here's the other set of thickers, and it's got these gold little branches. And so I'm going to have those kind of protruding out from the edges of the floral bits so that it looks like, little twigs coming out from your floral arrangement, I guess. And so it also brings that nice gold color into those. And then I added a few of these little gold hearts. And I think that's pretty much it, you guys. My apologies for the clearing my throat and any coughing. I'm still fighting with that since I was sick, and hoping it will go away soon, although I hear it lingers. So bear with me. I did add a little Nuvo Deluxe adhesive underneath the word life because it wasn't sticking very well, and now it's great. Thanks so much for watching. If you have questions or comments, just leave those down below. I'll get back to you as quickly as I can. Don't forget to go and check out what MK is doing over on her channel today with the Unconventional Cut Files that she's got. I will see you guys again tomorrow with another video. Thanks so much for spending time with me and for bearing with me through the last few weeks. Bye-bye.